All right, I got no idea what's going on here. The editor is fucking with me, but we're live now, 1 minute late, but here's the new rule of how things go down, right? I am going to be here. You see how TV coverage just ended? Now you got the big guy here for round 3. It'll be the same thing tomorrow, right as round 3 ends. I will be here for round 4. So when television coverage ends, you get your ass over here to the YouTubes and you watch the big guy. But let's not bury the lead, right? For like the first time in like 2 years, not feeling so hot. I don't want to go as far as to say sick, but I'm feeling a little sick. But the big guy, he doesn't know how to not bring it, so I'm still here. Still going to go 150%. That's all I know. And let's not lie. Let's not lie. Will Brontosaurus is doing us pretty well, and he's going to carry me just like Pippin did in the flu game, right? I'm just going to muscle through. I got Will Brontosaurus out there fighting for me, so I'm going to fight for him. It's the only way there can be. When he made that hole-in-one today, if you don't think that I was going da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, then you don't know the big guy, okay? Love Jurassic Park. Love that music. Love old Will Brontosaurus. We go hard, okay? That's a long intro. What's up, new guy? My name's James, better known as the Degenerate75. I am a former DFS pro turned to professional shit talker who is here to help you get a little bit better at PGA DFS. I'm not going to do it picks and plays and all that shit that other stupid shows do. I'm here to help you with a little thing called the process. I know how to play the game. I can help you get better at it. If that sounds interesting, hang around for the next 30 minutes. If you find you like the cut of my jib, check out the schedule. I do this show. I already told you, Showdown Hoedowns every Friday and Saturday night, but don't forget me and Tambo do a first look every single, every single Monday at noon. You can see it, it's right up there, and the emergency stream. But an important notice, tomorrow, round 4 Showdown Hoedown, it's going to be on the Ship It station. You see that above my head, you donkey dick? If you want to watch the big guy tomorrow night, you're going to have to get over to Ship It. You need to go over there, you need to subscribe, you need to turn on the notifications. You won't be able to be in the chat if you're not subscribed, and then you won't be eligible for the giveaway, so get your ass over there, okay? It's the transition period, but the big guy's got you. Don't you worry. I appreciate your support. Hit the like. I see 150 people, only 70 likes. That means we have over half the audience right now are currently cowards. Cowards. Okay, they are Patrick Cantlays, just cowards. Luck sack and piece of shit. Okay, where are we at? Hang around till the end. I will give you 4 players who are historically very good at round 3 scoring, okay? It was one of my favorite stats to look at, right? If you want them all, you just get it off the stone. But for all you YouTube poors, I'm going to share 4 of them with you, okay? And if we get over 100 likes, I will give away a ticket for tomorrow. And I think there's $100,000 up top tomorrow. We get to 200, shit, I'll give away another one. Now my screen's over here spinning around, editor. We're just a hot fucking mess tonight, big guy. We're a hot mess. I'm going to keep going and act like I don't see that spinning over there. And if you don't know, the big guy is now at Ship It. If the fucking hat didn't give it away, use my code DGEN15. It applies to any package. I would get in there and use that sooner than later. It is only going to be around for a limited time. We already have the best content out there, the best tools out there at the best price. And now you're going to get another 15% off. I encourage you to use it on the annual or the monthly. It's going to save you more money, but you do whatever you want to do, Bob. All right, let's get to golf. First up, the 6 of 6 rate for a no-cut event. Let me just go ahead and tell you, a lot of motherfuckers got cut. There's a fact. The 6 of 6 rate, depending on what contest you're looking at, is only around 18 to 20%, which is actually pretty low for an event that was only supposed to have like 10 people get cut. If old Neckbeard didn't freaking boat race with his luck sack and piece of shit game, literally all the +2s would have got in, right? Because this is one of those rare weeks we had the 10-stroke rule that if you're within 10 strokes of the lead, you also would have got in. So the second place guys are at -8, meaning that everybody that was +2 or better would have automatically made the cut. But, you know, Neckbeard has that shamrock shoved up his ass, okay? He sure as shit doesn't have any whiskers on his beard, but he has a shamrock up his ass, and he did well. So the cut ended up being +1. +1. So with the cut at +1, you can see if you have 6 of 6s, you're actually doing better than you think, right? You're probably thinking, man, everybody's got 6 of 6. Actually, they don't. They don't, right? Because old Donkey Dick JT said, hey, you guys made me donkey chalk 2 weeks in a row. Here's what I have to say about that. Worst golf I've ever seen. He looked like Helen Keller out there playing. All right, a little bit about the course today. What did we see? Well, it wasn't round 1. It was a little bit harder than round 1 today. But here's what you really want to know, and this is what we were focusing on over on the when we did round 2 Showdown over at my site, Ship It, right? There's like this after this course gets crusty in the afternoon. Those breezes pick up a little bit, and that POA gets bumpy. Playing in the afternoon is a different course. Now today, some of those guys did end up getting it, right? When you look at the best rounds on the course today, I guess Cantlay was definitely somebody who went out late. I think Connors went out around medium, and I think Cam Young went out around the medium time. But almost everybody else that was -3 or better went out in that Goldilocks zone around 9:30, right? You want to get your ass off this course by 2 o'clock, local time. That's local time. That's in the devil's time zone out there out west, okay? So if you can get your whole round in by then, the course doesn't get as crusty, the greens don't get as chewed up, the POA doesn't get as bumpy, and those afternoon breezes that we've now seen 2 days in a row don't pick up. Now, they weren't as punitive today as they were yesterday, but we'll be checking the weather here in a minute, and I think that you got to remember, round 3 is very unique. We don't give a shit about position points, okay? We just want guys who are going to make the most birdies tomorrow and don't give a shit where they start or where they finish. Just put the ball in the cup a whole bunch and at least one stroke under par, right? We call that the Brian Harmon. I think he had 9 bogeys today and still probably had like a top 5 scoring round. You know, little hobbit, you're a saint. You know that? So keep that in mind, all right? So the scoring, when you look at these scoring averages, you know, that can be a little, like, whenever you only have a smaller field, that can be a little misleading, right? A couple guys shooting back can really throw that off. But here's what you really want to look at. Where were the guys who were nuking? Because if you've ever won a GPP at Showdown before, you know you need basically 3-4 guys in your lineup that just absolutely nuke, okay? And all those guys who were nuking, the vast majority of them were coming from around that 9 to 10 o'clock range, right? Not Luxac Cantlay, right? Piece of shit. But everybody else, almost everybody. Corey Connors, man, I cannot believe he got back to -6. Good for you, Corey Con. Pennywise. The children in the gutters of the greater, where the hell are they at? LA area. Watch out if you see red balloons. All right, watch out if you see red balloons. So there you go. That's a quick breakdown of what we saw on the course today. Once again, the cut is +1, so, you know, Sepp Straka, eat a bag of dicks. Patrick Rogers, double bogey in the last hole to miss the cut on the number. If that's not Patrick Rogers being Patrick Rogers, I got nothing for you, pal. For all of you Patrick Rogers defenders, go hide. Go hide in a cave. He is the worst. He is the worst. All right, let's go look at contests. DraftKings, I think, was anticipating Tiger making the cut, but he didn't. Well, he withdrew. So here's what you need to know. There's some pretty good contests tomorrow, right? When they put $100,000 up top on a Saturday, that's crazy. You usually only see that for majors. The fact that they're doing it for the Genesis is pretty damn exciting. With all that said, this tournament's a joke. You play in this, just tell me you hate money, right? This is one of those tournaments, literally. I mean, look at me. If you put 150 lineups in this, you can finish 6th place. Imagine finishing 6th place, and you could still lose money. You could still lose money. If one of those lineups wins $3,000, you could still lose money because it's going to take you $37.50 to fill it. And depending on what your other lineups do, you may not even break even, right? So basically, you're playing for a top 5 finish in this, or you're almost a guaranteed loser, okay? If you don't watch my Wednesday night stream, the return on investment in these tournaments is horrific. I say that there's always 2 kinds of people who should play. Oh, 3 types of people. Pros who can afford to do the 150 and wait for the big hit. That's probably not you. A guy who won a ticket into it, a satellite ticket. That's cool. You hit your ticket, go have some fun. Or fucking morons, right? Are you any of those 3? Only you can answer that, okay? So don't play in it, Bob. And it might not fill. If it doesn't fill, well, that's another conversation, okay? This could be on overlay alert because I think they made this anticipating Tiger being there, and this payout structure is horrific. But some of the other ones are really good. I love this. I always go to bat for this 254 max. If you're a medium to higher level player and you're not tossing lineups in this, you don't know a good structure. You need to be slapped. Hell, the 555 is looking pretty good tomorrow if you're a high limit player. Love the $100 single entry. I'll be giving away one of those probably tomorrow night. So tune in over on Ship It, and I will be giving away a $100 single entry to play with me on Sunday. Okay, so I love that tournament. Probably the best one if you want to MME, new guy, that stands for Mass Multi-Enter, right? That's where you can enter up to 150. It's the big $5, right? Only 16% to first. Second place is half of first, and 10th is 133rd. That's not that bad, right, for a lottery. Of course, my baby, I don't know why they only kept it at 30,000. This should at least be 40 or 50. You can see it is the perfect structure. 10% to first, second place is half of that, and 10th place is 1/10 of first. It's perfect. And then, once again, you don't always have to play in the big tournaments, right? Just go play in some of these smaller ones. There's some really good ones. The $5 single entry, the $12 single entry, the $33 single entry. There's usually like a $20 3 max down here. There's some really good little tournaments. If you just play in tournaments that have less than 1,000 people in it, you'd be amazed how much more often you find success because you don't have to have all 6 of your guys go nuclear to win, right? So just keep that in mind. But, of course, the one contest you should play in tomorrow, Sunday, is my round 4 contest is back. Editor's probably going to toss it over here in the chat, so be looking out for that. It is just like I do for week long, but it's just a round 4 contest, so I will be pumping that tomorrow on the show. But if you want to go ahead and hop in there now, it is a $5 5 max. I'm pretty sure that's what my host gave me. So there you go. Let's talk about the weather tomorrow. Because honestly, we've been killing it. The people who've been following the Rosetta Stone and stuff, we've just been killing it, right? We've just been targeting guys who went out between 9 and 11 both days, and there's like a million screenshots. You'll see it Wednesday on the stream, right? It's not like, ooh, we get these magic picks. You literally just play the game. You're like, oh, God, that guy was ball striking yesterday, and he's in the nutted time zone. Maybe I should play him, right? You're like, what the hell is this Rosetta Stone? It's this thing right here, right? You can't play Max Homa. He did bad yesterday. Or you could just see that he was a very high leverage play. You can't play Rory. He was terrible yesterday. Or you could. He was a high leverage play, right? Well, Jordan Spieth looked so good that first day. He's going to be awesome. Well, my projections kind of said no, he's not. No, he's not, Bob, because it's not that fucking easy to just say somebody played well the day before, they're going to play well the next day. Matter of fact, I even said pump the brakes on Jordan Spieth, right? That's the be careful, right? You might not get there. I got to play Jason Day. He played so good. Well, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. Okay. So looking at the weather tomorrow, it's basically what we've seen the first 2 days, right? It is going to be a little chilly in the morning, and it appears as though it's going to stay colder a little bit longer tomorrow, but I don't think so much that it's going to like impair scoring. It's still going to get to the upper 50s. I would say for probably the third day in a row. Guys going out very early. Yes, everybody's going to birdie or eagle number one. It doesn't matter what the weather is, right? They could play it in fucking Antarctica. But I'm almost sure. By the way, if somebody wants to tell me in the chat, if they end up putting out the tee times, please let me know, okay? I'm going to imagine that they're all going to go off in twos, and they are going to go off number one, right? I think that that's just how the Genesis likes to do it. They don't like guys going off of 10 and starting their round on 10. So I would bet that they're probably going to go off in pairs of two, off number one, probably over about a 5 to 6 hour window, much like we saw today. They could go off in threes off one, but I think the field's small enough they can probably go off in twos. And if they do that, why I care about how they're going off is because if they do that, there's going to be a 5 to 6 hour window. There's a good chance that the guys who start very first tomorrow will literally be done with their round before the leaders even tee off. And for all you new guys, as the season gets longer, this is quite frequent, right? So you're gonna we're gonna need to be looking out for that. Okay, if there's guys going off at 7 and the leaders don't go off till noon, well that gives you a really big edge to go get these guys who are going off at like 9 or 10 o'clock, who are probably going to have the nutted conditions for the entire round, whereas those leaders are going to have to, they're going to have to deal with the course when those breezes pick up in the afternoon, when the course gets crusty, when that POA gets bumpy. And yes, I get it. They're the leaders. They're playing better. I get it. But there's also the thing of like, in a single round, who gives a shit? Okay? Especially with old luck-sack and neckbeard Patrick Cantlay. Can you guys tell I'm mad at Patrick Cantlay? Is it coming through? I feel like it's coming through. 235 people, 148 likes. That's, what is that, 52? 87 donkey dicks? You hate to see that. So that's what I'm looking at. So if they, hopefully they don't go off 1 and 10. This course typically does not go off 1. Wait, disqualified? Spieth really disqualified? Are you guys just signing it? Jordan Spieth, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. All right, that's crazy. So Jordan Spieth, I wouldn't play him tomorrow because according to my chat right now, Jordan Spieth just DQ'd, which means means Dairy Queen. I believe he ate too much ice cream. I think that's what that means. I don't know. You'll have to look it up. So there you go. That's the weather, and that's how I'm going to use it. I pray that they're going off 1 tomorrow. Everybody goes off 1, hopefully in 2s. We get a nice big long spread of how long they're going to be going out. By the way, the 6-6 rate just dropped even more, right? So if you're like one of those guys that have a 6-6 and you don't have Spieth, things just got better, brother. You might have a real sweat this weekend. And if they're doing that, I'm really going to be trying to target guys probably in this 9 to 10 range, right? The later they go out, the worse. And I think if I had to pick, would I rather have guys who go out really, really early or really, really late? Probably really, really early, to be honest with you. Because it kind of gets tough out there late. But you also got to balance, like, Siwoo Kim. Is Siwoo Kim really going to fight for you tomorrow? I promise you, if he starts out bogey, he will bitch quit on the round, okay? So you also have to factor that in. The guys in the afternoon will keep fighting till the very end because they're in contention for a tournament. Those are the little things you need to factor in whenever you just go play all morning guys. Some of those guys in the morning are going to go nuke tomorrow. There will be some guys who shoot -4, -5, right? But there's also going to be some +3 and +4 guys who will absolutely crater your lineup. So I don't think the move is just go stack the first 3 waves out and be like, I'm good to go. I wouldn't do that, okay? So there you go. That is the weather. Let's get over to some stats, and let's talk about it, and then I will walk you through a couple things. Wait, was that not the Genesis on the weather map? LACC? What the fuck are you talking about, Michael? Shut your fucking mouth. All right. Anyways, moving on. And what? Is it like 2 miles away or something? I think I did this shit last year. Shut up. Okay. Anyways, let's go look at some stats. As always, I think the best thing you want to look at is these guys who just barely make the cut. They're going to be notoriously under-owned tomorrow. That's going to be these +1 guys. Denny McCarthy Denny McCarthy putting like a blind person. That's not normal, but he also kind of sucked at everything else. In his defense, that's right. They are at Riviera. It's like 2 miles away. Shut the fuck up. All right. I did that. Whatever. I had it saved from last year and I just pulled it up. All right. You fucking geography police. Andy and Michael, both about to get reprimanded. Andy's actually my friend. So, all right. So these +2 guys, some guys down here, like if you can find anything redeeming, like JJ Spawn, good approach today, couldn't putt. I will warn you, JJ Spawn only makes pars. You do have, oh wait, he's +2. Do not play JJ Spawn. All right, guys. Okay, Siwoo Kim, horrendous. Like, here's a guy, Seamus Bauer. He had some good ball striking today. No one's going to play him tomorrow, right? Maybe a guy like Gary Woodland. You think, oh, well, he'll get it figured out with his approach, although today he didn't really. If you can just find one redeeming factor, right? Maybe they have good round 3 scoring. Maybe whatever it is. Maybe they were good off the tee. Something. Just find something, because finding 1 or 2 of these guys who go off early tomorrow, who you're going to get at probably 2 or 3%, can really set your lineup up to be different. But I think the best one are these guys who are still motivated to play, right? You got to remember, second place is only -8 right now. So if you're like setting at -2, I mean, like Adam Scott could still make a top 5 at this tournament, right? These guys are still motivated to go out there and fight. And I think there's a lot of value in these guys right here. So when I see these guys, if I see some signs of ball striking, by the way, ball striking, new guys, that's just approach plus off the tee. If I see that, like I'm considering those guys, right? And you just hope that you catch one of those guys. Russell Henley ball striking. Oh shit. So that's what I'm looking at. The other thing I want to consider is you got to remember all these guys, Cantlay, List, Day, Hughes, Connors, Zalatoris, Xander Schauffele, these guys are going to be going off very last. I'm not saying not to play all these guys, but I think this is a good strategic place to fade some of these guys. A, because they're going to be higher owned because they're higher up on the leaderboard, and people are fucking morons, and they think that because you start higher on the leaderboard to start the round, that somehow gets you most points. That's true in round 4, or at least it can be true in round 4. It is not true at round 3 at all. It is simply how many birdies and eagles and pars you make and how many not bogeys you make, right? So trying to fade some of these guys up top, picking your battle, I think maybe you even want to like come up with a pool. Like go pick all the guys in the top 10 you like, okay? And then set a rule that you only want 2 of those guys in a lineup, and then make the other 4 guys in your lineup not be up in the top 10, right? Or maybe you just do 1 guy from up there. Or if you're a real crazy man, do 0 guys from up there, right? These are some strategies to consider. But I think the last thing you want to do is just load your lineup up with guys who are A, going to be high owned because they're at the top of the leaderboard, B, are going to be out there in the rough conditions, and C, which by the way is 3 now, German 3 by the way, they're going to probably be coming off of good rounds like Connors, McKenzie, Cantlay, guys like that, right? So really think about your roster construction. Don't pick names. Think about who you're playing. Play the game. Don't have picks, right? If I know everybody's going to be up here, well then I'll just go get right here, right? Because these guys right here have the exact same amount of ability to score the same amount of points as these fuckers right here. Matter of fact, if they catch a better weather edge, they might even have a higher percentage, and they're going to be lower owned. That is how you play the game, okay? Let's go look at some stats and see if anybody killed it. On approach today, reading the chat, sorry. Are you doing NASCAR tomorrow? No, I'm not. But we will have NASCAR at Ship It. All right, some guys that killed on approach. Ooh, look at Tom Kim picking up 3 strokes on approach. Cam Young was on fire today. Damn. He kind of figured it out all of a sudden. Can't get the fuck out of here. Max Homa. Who didn't see Max Homa coming today? Old Cheesesteak Hoagie, pretty good approach. Tommy Fleetwood, and I think Tommy Fleetwood kind of played a sneaky good round. I think Tommy Fleetwood could be, and I think he's a really good round 3 scorer. Right there, just lurking. He's just lurking. Tommy Fleetwood don't care if it gets dry and crusty, just like his face. All right, anybody really bad off the tee but were otherwise good at stuff? Basically all the ass clowns that missed the cut, right? Will Baronosaurus, approach and putting, all he had today. You hate to see it. Tom Hoagie again, man. Tom Hoagie. All right, keeps popping up. Old cheesesteak in the house. Let's see. Any of these guys? Oh, man. Højgaard. Wow. 3 strokes lost around the green. Not great, Bob. Siwoo Kim. Just be careful with him. He'll bitch quit on you hard. All right, anyways, not a lot of guys really jumping out. This is why I like to use the Rosetta Stone, right? Like, I go in here, and I go look, and I have all this broke down. Instead of just looking at random stats on Data Golf, I break it down, and I tell you, like, what their true approach is, right? True approach is where you look at, like, how do they actually, how was their approach when you take out those crazy outlier shots, right? Will Zalatoris probably had good approach today because he made a fucking hole-in-one, but that's not indicative of how he hit on approach all day, right? I also want to know what was their good approach. How frequently were they giving themselves real birdie looks? I want to know how good historically they are at this. I want to know about their putting. Were they luck sacking or was it consistent? I want to know if I should expect some short game regression because they only got it done putting and chipping. This is what the Rosetta Stone does. This is what I've invented. I don't know of anybody else out there. We have the tee times marked. We have the ownership. everything you need right here in one so that you can make informed decisions for Showdown. I honest to God don't get how people make informed decisions about Showdown without having some type of tool like this, and this is the only one I know of. And you want to know where to get it? You get it right here at Ship It Nation, my new home, right? You get everything. We've got NFL, NBA, PGA, MMA, NHL, MLB, NASCAR, college football, but most importantly, if you've ever had me or you know what I do, I offer everything I have over there. The Rosetta Stone, my week-long stuff, projections, ownership, and I promise you, I fucking triple dare you. Go put my ownership and projections up against anybody, okay? Just because you pay more for something, that's just the illusion of it being better. It doesn't need to be that expensive. You can have the best ownership and the best projections at the best price, and that's what we offer over at Ship It. If you go over here to join the nation, you can see we have prices. What we offer for all sports is what most sites offer for one sport. We have a 6-month package and an annual, and look at this, $5.99 for the whole year, but just use my code DGEM15. That drops down to $5.09 for every single sport for the entire year. Every sport I cover, every sport, Tambo, hoop, the entire team covers. You can't beat it. I swear by it. Just make sure to use that code DGEM15. It's going to be going away soon, so I'd encourage you to get in there. If you have any questions, you just let twitter.com support DGen75 or support at DGen75.com. If you have questions, they're there to help you, you mother fathers. Once again, shout out to all our winners this last week. Quite a few of them. Shocking when you got a bunch of people to play the game. And those good round 4 scores, and then when we get to the drawing, are Tommy Fleetwood, number 1 in round 3 scoring. Eric, don't call me Solar. And Will Baronosaurus, da 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 da. Oh, sorry, I love that song. He's on there, and Sam Burns. There you go. I think all those guys are pretty good candidates tomorrow. Pretty good candidates. Although maybe this course is a little long for old Eric Cole. He needs to charge up, if you know what I mean. Solar. All right, let's get to the drawing. I see 178 likes. So editor, for the time being, go ahead and draw one name, and once we get to 200 likes, we'll do another one. This is to build a lineup with me in the main contest tomorrow for $100,000. The record I've ever won is $25,000 with a listener. I want to win more than that, so let's go get that $100,000 tomorrow. He is going to draw the name. If you ever want to get in the drawings, there's 2 ways. You can like and retweet over on Twitter for the Wednesdays, or you can just be here live in the chat, and you can win a ticket that way, okay? So with that in mind, I'm going to start answering some questions. Let's see here. Did I see some super chats? Ooh. Oh, it could be Travis, not a poor. Sending Canadian money in honor of Tambo. Thank you, Travis. I saw you on leaderboards today, you motherfucker. You can't hide from me. I'm looking out for it. I see you. Okay, could be Travis. I say, who's that winning? They say, and the leaderboard always says to me, could be Travis. That's what it says. That's what it says. You're probably high up in the air right now. Maybe even high up in the air. I hope not. That's heavy equipment. All right. Thanks for all the process tips, big guys. Yeah, Nick, I saw you had quite a day. I can't believe that guy came in and bum rushed you at the end. Still, probably like $3,000 more from me, but great day for the big guy over there. Although Nick is less of a big guy than he used to be. Can confirm. Let me get a swig of the chamomile because the big guy's a little under the weather. All right. Okay. Let's get to it. Did he draw the name yet? Edder's struggle busing tonight. Oh, there we go. Razor the Guru. There you go. If we get to 200 likes, we will do another one, you motherfathers. I don't want to answer a bunch of questions. Can I just answer we'll do 15 questions, then I'm going to ditch you like a fat chick at prom, okay? Okay, let's see. I'm sorry. If you're a fat chick, I'm more of a personality guy. All right, Cam Davis, low own tomorrow. Yeah, I think because every time they showed him, he was making a birdie coming home. He's a good bounce back candidate, Jared. I agree with that. So who's the donkey chalk to fail tomorrow? Oh, Cantlay. Cantlay or probably Will Baronosaurus because, fuck my dreams. I still worry that Xander's not 100%. I mean, he played well today, but I don't know. He still just doesn't seem himself, does he? How many golfers will get dehydrated tomorrow during the round? Why are they going to get dehydrated? I don't get it. Moving on. Why does Cantlay proceed to screw me at all times? Dude, I hate Cantlay. It's just not, I always give Morikawa and Rory and Patrick Rogers and Taylor Montgomery shit, but I truly cannot stand Patrick Cantlay. He is my least favorite. If I saw him in the flesh, I'd be like, what's up, Pat? I really don't fucking like you or your face. All right. Early edge tomorrow? Yeah, Reckless, but I wouldn't get too early. I don't think you want the very first guys out, right? By the way, if those tee times are up, somebody let me know. Do we need to get on you on Tiger's IV? That's not no. Dan's talking. Dan gets it. Are we playing the neckbeard tomorrow? I mean, you can. He's going to be popular. What's for dinner, big guy? I had some Chinese. I need some egg drop soup. Right when you're sick, you need some salty ass egg drop soup. Had some crunchy noodles in it. Hit the spot. I won't lie. I also had a little bit of sweet and sour chicken. But who the hell's ordering Chinese and only getting soup? Get the fuck out of here. Not a chance. My casino pissed me off. I don't think I'm ever playing poker there again. Fuck them. Is JT broken again? Nah, we can't overreact. He's been playing a lot of golf, man. This is when there's like a line of delineation about when a golfer plays too many weeks in a row. At some point, they just start to decline. I never like to play golfers who've played like 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row or like 6 out of 7 weeks. I mean, believe it or not, golf's exhausting when you do it professionally. The traveling, no downtime, those rounds. I mean, it's a grind, man. And to think that these guys don't get tired, you're fooling yourself. Okay, this ain't football, bro. Shut up. Like, yeah, I hate when people act like professional golfers aren't athletes. It's a grind to go live that life they live. Oh, they're flying private jets. Yeah, you're right. Just because a private jet doesn't make you tired as shit when you're flying on it all the time. Where do you find the edge in small fields with the studs and no weather? I like to really concentrate my pool and find some nice sleepers and really get big leverage on them and hope they go off. That's what I do, big guy. We're going to have an AM sweet spot again. Yeah, I like that AM around 9 to 10, I think is going to probably be the best zone. I am a little worried if the early guys are going to get some cold weather, and we don't want to play when it's cold as a witch's tit. All right, 190 likes, still 270 people in here. I think that's a record for Showdown Hoedown. You fucking love to see it. Thanks for being here on a Friday night, you sweaty tryhards. Hit the like. Let's see if we can get to 200 before the big guy passes out on chamomile. Who was the last guy to get DQ'd? I don't know. A slapdick. Is Day going to blow it? I don't know. He really was up there today, and he said, hey, I know you have me in a lot of your lineups, DJ. Why don't I just fuck off? And you got to give the guy credit. He got there. The guy had a goal, and he got there. Let's see. Will JT help Tiger wipe tonight? Oh, stop. You be nice, Ricardo. That's not nice. How about the hole-in-one for Z? Yeah, I mean, look, when the big guy picks somebody, Magic Man. I am a Magic Man. What do you want me to say? Won't affect the cut. No, it won't. That's a good question, though. I wonder what would have happened. I mean, I guess it could have affected the cut if it was like T51, but I think they were at T53, right? So didn't. But that's a pretty good question. That would have been some crazy drama. All your +2 guys get in because one guy DQ'd. That'd be sweet as shit. I'd be like, dude, here's $100. Go DQ yourself, Jordan Spieth. You're fucking rich. I don't know why I'm giving him cash. Any suggestion on some good underdog lines to take advantage of? Yeah, don't worry about ADP, average draft position. Focus on when they go off, right? Like what time they're teeing off tomorrow. Jordan Spieth has been disqualified. What the fuck? You hate to see it. Rory, Ori could. I tried to tell you. You got hey, it's Showdown. You got to be Ori could. Brandon Stinkenborg. What a last name, Brandon. Fucking last name of the year right there. How's the new job company, man? It is paid time off for rehab covered. Nope. You gotta push through. And I guess I am kind of a company man now, but it's my company, so I'm okay with that, right? You can't buy the big guy. I'm a wild beast. You can't tame me. What's Rule 3080? Big guy. Expensive tout sites are shady. That's Rule 3080, and never forget it. Let's see. NASCAR will be up. We'll be doing over at Ship It. We offer that now. We'll have a stone and everything. How's your night, big guy? Not great, Bob. Not great. Vic ready to go nuke tomorrow, man? I'm telling you, Vic just kind of keeps cock teasing, and then he just doesn't get there, man. What is up with that guy? Where's he at? Where's old Victor Hovland? Where did he get in at? Where are you at, Vic? He's got to be at like -4 or something, right? Hovland, there he is. I mean, he kind of has some telltale signs of putting it together. You know, he was 3 under through 9, and then he had 10 and 11 coming up, which were scoreable holes, and he parred them. I'm like, this fucking guy, man. I thought he was a good sneaky play today, and he could be again tomorrow. But I think his game's just a little off right now. I think he's just a little off. But for a single round, maybe we don't need to factor that in. But I'm getting a little hesitant about him. Hey, we got 203 likes, editor. Why don't you go ahead, Dan Hafkin? Dan, you Hafkin won a ticket with me. Okay, let's go. Hey, by the way, guys, reach out to me on Twitter, or if you're on the Discord, reach out to me there, and we will build that ticket tonight, you motherfather. Stone is fire. I'm glad you're liking it, big guy. Very proud of it. We put a lot of time into this motherfather, and it looks intimidating, but once you get used to it, it's kind of the nuts. And if you're like, I don't need all that shit, well, then just fucking use what you need, dude. It's not rocket science. I'd rather there be too much there than not enough. Pick and choose what you want, okay? That's the beauty of the Stone. A guy who's been playing PGA DFS for 5 minutes or for 5 years is going to find very relevant information on it. Okay. Tee times are posted. All right, let me bring it up over here. I want to verify because this is kind of important for our strategy tomorrow, right? Let's get old Underdog Golf up because they seem to be the first one who they don't have it up. Where the hell are the tee times? Let's do round 3 tee times. Round 3 tee times. Round 3 tee times. Genesis. Jesus, come on, Google, figure it the fuck out. All right, do we got them? Are they up? That's round 2, you stupid PGA. Oh, my God. Whatever. Here, can somebody in the chat just tell me, are they going out in 3s or are they going out in 2s? Tee times start at 10:20 Eastern. So they are going out at 7:20, which is early as shit. And twosomes. There you go. Anne-Marie, you're the girl. You the lady. You the lady, Anne-Marie. I appreciate you, sister. That's exactly what I needed to know. So they are going to be going off in 2s. I'm going to assume they're only going off of 1, right, Anne-Marie? I feel like I just fucking, look at it. Just got crusty shit falling out of my nose. The life of a sick guy. The life of a sick guy. Are they going to tuck pins tomorrow? I would imagine so. They don't want this score getting to minus 18 winner, right? I stick by it's still going to probably be minus 14 or so. You're like, can't lays at 13. I know. All right. Does Spieth lose all of his showdown points? Because that's a good question. I don't think so, but maybe. That is a legitimate question. Hope that doesn't screw you. Do you like weeks like the Mexico Open? Absolutely. The nastier the field, the better it is. Everybody take the week off. I'll be in there harder than ever, looking at everything, right? Just practicing on my Spanish and going, sí. Last guy DQ was probably Hadonki. I like that name. Sfinny, stat-wise, thus far seems great except putting. Well, I mean, that's pretty much Svensson in a nutshell, isn't it? Let's go look at both Svensson for you, bruh, Jack. Let's see. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, he was positive. I'd like to see a little bit more approach, but it's not undoable. Is Homa winning this? I mean, he was starting to do good until everybody on my Discord started mushing him because they're wild animals. Don't talk about a good round. Have you ever been at a craps table and guys in the middle of a great roll and you just walk up and be like, don't roll a 7, bro. You don't do that shit. Okay, when a pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, do you, in the 8th inning, the bottom of the 8th, are you fucking chumming him up about the no-hitter? No, you don't talk to him. Wait till the round's over, you mushing mother fathers. And then literally as soon as they do it, bogey. Thank you, mushers. It's so funny. Well, maybe if you don't get me started. I'm going to say some mean shit. Didn't he tease off by himself? How's that going to go? I mean, I guess, they're one guy short. Yeah, you get it because he's not very tall. Okay. Yeah, they should put him with Brian Harmon, and they could be the average height if you put them together of a normal man. Let's see here. Sorry, all you short guys. You're probably like, hey, they're eye to eye with me. Once again, I said I'm sorry. All right, there you go. Thanks, Ross. Dan, I see all you guys talking about it. Great no-cut event. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. My 6 of 6 rate sucks, but whatever. What are you going to do? Professor James, is Harmon a Genesis lefty legacy potential winner? Man, I'll tell you, that guy made some freaking birds today. Let's go look at old Harmon. Man, look at that. He lost 2 strokes off the tee and still shot under par. Goodness gracious. That little hobbit can roll the ball. Let's see. Too many ranch waters. No, I'm done drinking. After Phoenix, I'm maybe never drinking again. Thanks for the Hughes tip. More on Mac this weekend. I hope so. I mean, I never spiked the ball. Like sleepers while I'm sleepy. He was one of my favorite plays. I talked about it, but until the round, I mean, he could still finish T58, right? It's Mackenzie Hughes. But I will tell you this. Mackenzie Hughes ain't no bitch. Hey, there's the contest right there, that $5 5 max for round 4. Remember, that's round 4, right? Thoughts on Iceberg? Think him and Vic. Yeah, I think Iceberg's a pretty interesting bounce back. We didn't see shit from him today, right? I think he literally made 1 birdie and that was it, right? But he's a guy that can be sneaky good. But he also, he hasn't been great on Saturdays until this last Saturday we saw him. So maybe he's busting out of that. What stats are correlating to success? It's almost always approach and putting. Those are the 2 most correlated stats that are connected to success at Showdown, right? All right, 2 is all off of 1. Thank you, guys. You did a great job. All right, guys, 280 people here. Let's fucking go. It's been real, but the big guy's going to go sip on some camel milk. Got to go get this stone out for the people. Guys, please, listen to me. Go use this code, DGEM15. You want to get over to ship it. It's unbelievable, this deal. If you want just the monthly, look at this. You get 15% off that. That's like $58 for everything. Not golf, for everything. All right, and once you use it, you'll keep that code forever, right? So, unless you cancel. But if you cancel, you're a dipshit. So there you go. I encourage you to get over there. Use that code. It has been fun. I'll be back tomorrow right as the round ends, probably around the same time because I imagine TV coverage is going to be the same. It's been real, you motherfathers. I appreciate all of you coming by, but the big guy's got to run. I got to go cheer on Wilburanosaurus. Da 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 da. Enjoy this outro, you motherfathers. I'm so